Hey everyone, good evening. My name is Ujjwal, and today we'll be starting the day two of Kotlin Compose Camp. Uh, so I'll just move ahead with the next slide, and here's today's agenda, what we'll be doing. And for now, we'll be doing the recap of day one, what happened on our first event. And then a couple of minutes later, we'll be exploring conditional statements. And then we'll be moving with Dice Roller app on Android Studio. Then we will be building a tip calculator using Kotlin, and then we'll be sharing more info on day three of Compose Camp. So here's what the concepts that we covered on day one. We showed you how to declare variables in Kotlin and how do you define a function and what sort of operations can you do with the help of Kotlin language. And then we shared you links of how to install Android Studio, and we also showed you the different types of layouts where you can build an application like columns, rows, boxes, and etc. And then we also built a birthday card app with the help of Jetpack Compose. Now, if you really want to refer to the slides that we showed you in day one, you can just check out the mail that was sent earlier 2 days back about what we covered in day one, and also the links to install Android Studio, Java SDK, and all the Kotlin necessary modules that you need to build an application. So I'll just hand it over to Praneetha now, who will be taking today's session further. Yeah, over to you, Praneetha.
So, hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to the day two session of Compose Camp. So, today we'll be starting our sessions with conditionals in Kotlin. So, conditionals are nothing but some condition based programs. Like we'll be giving some conditions and we'll be executing a code of lines with those conditions. So there are different types of conditionals like if else statements and when statement. So we'll be discussing about if else first and then when statement. And then we'll be discussing about how we can use this if else statements with the expressions and using the when statement with the expressions. So I want you all to open the Kotlin playground and code along with me. So Ujjwal, I'll share the screen.
Okay.
So is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start with our if else statements. Let's take a variable called color, which is a type string, and let's initialize with red color. So now we are going to write the if else condition statements. Like let's compare. This is the syntax. We'll be having if, then brackets. We'll be writing our condition here when color is equals to red. And open the curly braces, and you can write the code inside those curly braces. So what you want to print? So I want to print red. I want to print stop if my color is red. So this is the syntax for writing an if statement in Kotlin. So let's run this. So we'll get the output stop. What if you give any other color? Suppose you give a black color. So you won't get any output. Why? Because we have written only the condition for if the color is red. So when you give other than red color, we'll be writing else. The else body will be inside the curly braces. We can write some other message like not a red color. So when you just run this, color. So this is one type of conditional statement with if else. Now we'll be going to discuss about if else if. That means we'll be having multiple conditions for our program. So if it is not a red color and if it is an orange color or yellow color, we need to stop. We need to go. Like for traffic lights, we'll be having 3 colors and each color will be describing one action. So we'll be writing if it is then this will be giving start. If it is else, if it is not red and if it is not yellow, then we'll be giving us go. That means if it is a green, we'll be giving us go. So let's run this run this code. So for red, we have got stop. Let's check for yellow, start. And let's check for green. So we got the output for green as go. What if we give a black? Even for black, we are getting go. So this is not correct. So even for black, we need to get something like an invalid color or anything. So we'll be adding one more condition with else if, and we'll be writing color as green. If not these 3 colors, then we'll be printing an invalid color. So let's run the code. So we are getting an invalid color. Let's give another input, like maybe a white. We need to get the output as invalid color. So yes, so let's give green. We are getting go. So this is the concept of conditional statements using if, else and else if. So I hope you all understood about this if and else if and else or else. So now we'll be discovering some other concept, like if there are multiple conditions, this looks very clumsy. So there is some alternative which is called when statement. When, how we are going to use it? We'll be giving our variable here, and in the body, we'll be giving our output first. So if it is red, then what will? This will be the body. We are going to print as stop. And if it is something like yellow, we are going to print start. And if it is green, we are going to print as go. And if it is some other color other than red, yellow and green, we are going to print as some invalid color. So let's run this code. Sorry. So yes, so we got our output as go. That means like when we are seeing that when color means green. So what is the what we have found that condition green is here. So the body of green will be go. So in this way, we can reduce our number of lines in the code when there are multiple conditions in our if else. So this will be the replacement for if else conditions. When we have more number of conditions, we can be use when condition statement. So along with this one, we can use it as a variable expression. So let's keep some variable as message, which will be string. And let's initialize with the when statement. So when, we'll be writing color and we'll be writing the entire code here. So it's like when. If it is a red, again we'll be printing, we'll be just declaring it as stop. And for yellow, start. And then green will be displaying go. And then else, invalid color. Now the output for this when statement will be stored inside this message. So let's print our message. So yes, we got the output of this message as green. Let's change the input and let's keep it red. So we'll be getting a stop. So I hope you all understood about this when statement and if else statements. You can reply in the chat box. Let's do another question using when statement. With this concept, we'll be building our dice roller app. So let's take some number, which is initially 1. Now, let's keep some result as in is equals to when number. What we'll be writing inside? If it is 1, then let this, then we'll be assigning the result with the 1. And if it is 2, we'll be assigning with 2. If it is 3, we'll be assigning with 3. And if it is 4, we'll be assigning with 4. And if it is 5, we'll be assigning with 5. And if it is 6, we'll be assigning it with 6. Our dice will be having only 6 numbers. So if it is else, we'll be doing 6. So when you just print the result, so we'll be getting output as 1. If you change some number here, so we'll be doing one change here, like we are having some functions like 1.2 dot random. Just a second. So what this statement is going to do? So 1 will be our start, like 1 from the 1 to the range of 6. So from the range of 1 to 6, it is going to pick one random number from the 1 to 6. So after getting that number, it will be stored inside this number variable and we'll be getting our result. So let's run this code. So we got for the first time, we got 6. We'll run it again. We got 5. So it is just picking up randomly. So now we got as 1. Now we got it as 2. We got it as 4. So for a number of times, it will just pick a number randomly from the given range. So this is the syntax to give the range in the Kotlin. So this will be the initial and this will be the final. This is the range, and using the random function, just we are picking one number from the given range. So I hope you all understood about this concept of when statement and using this when statement with our expressions. Is it clear? If it is clear, we can go through with our programming, with our development of dice roller app. You can reply in the chat box. If there are any doubts, you can post it here. is a small concept of using when statement with the random function. The when statement will be using if we are having multiple conditions in the if else statements. So okay, I'll be starting a dice roller app in the Android Studio. So I want you all to open your Android Studio. So I think you can see my screen of Android Studio. Is it visible? Yes, okay. So I'll be starting my new project. Then select empty compose activity inside Android Studio after selecting new project. Then click on next. Give a name to your application. I'm just giving it as a dice app. Then click on finish. I'll share the screen again. Okay, I hope my screen is visible. You can see the Gradle project sync is in progress. So before starting this one, I want you to download a zip file which contains the images, dices, different dice images. I'll share you the link. So please download the resources from the shared link in the chat box. Okay, so my Android Studio is ready now. Once you click on download, a zip file will be downloaded, and then extract that into the resources folder inside drawable folder. Okay, I'll share that screen. So is my screen visible? So I'll be extracting these two. So you can see all my dice images have been extracted into the drawable folder. So this is the image of dice 1, so dice 2, and so on. Okay, shall we start the dice roller app? And you want some time to create the project. Okay, so I'm starting the dice roller app. So you can just remove all this code and create a function dice roller. We're creating that function here. Dice roller. So give me a second, guys. So yes, sorry for the disturbance. So here is some small concept, which is remember immutable state of the initial state will be when this shows the red color. Just you can import that. Set state. So after importing everything, so let's write our when expression. So val dice image will be when result. So when result, let's give an integer value here. So when result is 1, we'll be accessing r dot drawable dot dice 1, and when it is 2, we'll be having r dot drawable dot dice 2, and when it is 3, we'll be having r dot drawable dot dice 3. So when it is 4, we'll be accessing this drawable for dice 4, and when it is 5, and else we'll just access the sixth one. So now let's arrange. We'll be having a dice image, and below the dice image we'll be having a button. So as they are one on the above. So we'll be using the column layout. So just use column, and in the column we'll be giving some decoration, like we'll be giving vertical arrangement, that is like how the elements in that column should be arranged will be decided by the vertical arrangement. And modifier will be giving it to fill the max size. Fill max size. And then inside our column, first we'll be having an image of dice. So let's write image. Just if it shows a warning, just import it. So just mention the painter. So name of painter. So we'll be having our painter as painter resource of. ID will be the dice image, as we are accessing our dice image from this result, from this when statement. So we can just remove this, and we are doing our painter, and our content description can be null. And then we'll be having a width of full width. Modifier full width, full max width, and we'll keep some height of 40 dp. So you can just import. And after the image, we'll be having a button. So on click, what we are going to do, on clicking the button, we are just changing the result. The result will be, as I said, 1 to 6, or random number from 1 to 6, or random. So this is what we have discussed. So on clicking the button, we'll be having a result with a random number in the range of 1 to 6. So when the result is changed, the image will be changed, and a different image will be displayed in the device. So we can give some decoration for this button. So we'll just we'll be giving a text, or the text to be displayed inside the button. Text will be something like role, and we'll be giving a padding modifier. With padding. Padding is nothing but the space we give between like right side, on the top side, bottom, and the left side. We'll be just specifying a space we need to give. So start will be nothing but the left side. So let's mention our start as 90.dp. This is just for the design purpose, and end will be of 8.dp. And let's assume that width of button as something like 250.dp, and that's it. So we'll just run our app to see the output. So to run our app, let's open the device manager, and let's select one device. Let's select one virtual device, and you can just run on that device. So you can see the starting AVD. You can just close, let the device start. After the device starts, we can just run the app to see the output. So just click on this run button here. You can see the build has started and we'll be getting the output. So build is successful and we can see our results in the device. So sorry. Let's make the width of image more. So let's make a width of some, not the width, sorry. Make it 140. Yeah, so you can see the output. Once we click on roll, the image will be changing continuously. Just we'll check that. So click on roll. Yes, it is 6 now. So again, just click 4. So then 3, 2, 3. So this is all about the dice roller app. So just we have just implemented something like a when statement, and this is nothing but a initial value of the result we'll be storing inside with the help of remember and mutable state. So that's it. So this is the simple dice roller app with an image and a button. So I hope you guys understood this app. So please reply. So if we are done with this app, we can go to the another app which is tip calculator app. So in the tip calculator app, we'll be entering some amount. With that amount, the app will be calculating how much tip you need to give for that amount. So Let's proceed with that app. I'll be just closing this app. So click on stop and you can just go to file and close the project. So yes, this is our tip calculator app. I'll just show you how this works. Then I'll be explaining you the code. So this is our app. So we'll be amount. So we got our tip amount as 15. So the tip amount will be the 15% of what we enter. So when you just give a different value, we'll be getting the outputs. So some 250 or some 893 or something. So this is the app we are going to build. So what can you see in this app? There is some text, and this field is called as the text field, in which this takes the input from the user, and this is another text which is displaying the result. So let's understand the code. So first we are just as in case of a dice roller app, we are initializing the sorry, we are just initializing our text field with the null value with an empty string. So and then we are converting our string to double. So if it is a null, we'll be doing it into 0.0. So and then we are writing a function called calculator tip. So calculate tip, what it will be doing? It will be just making the 15% of what we entered, and it will be returning in the form of currency. So that means it will be adding a dollar beside the result. So in this, we are just having two arguments, that is amount, and the tip percent is already declared it as 15%. And then just we are calculating our tip as tip percent by 100 into our amount, and then the we'll be returning our answer tip. So the tip will be stored inside this variable, and now we'll start our design with a column. in that column we'll be having our text like calculate the tip, and then spacer is something like which provides a distance between any two widgets, like it can be a text or it can be an image or it can be a text field. Spacer is used to just provide space between different widgets. So here is another amount which is edit number field, that is nothing but our text field. So in our edit number field, we are just passing our value as this amount input. And what if the amount input, like on value changed, is nothing but when we enter something inside this, there should be something action to be done. So what we are going to do on value change? On value changed, this it variable in Kotlin is nothing but it will just give the latest value we have entered. So now I have entered 89325. Now if I add some other digit, the value of it will the variable it will select this the latest value and give it to the amount input. So this is a text field we are having. The value of the text field is what we are passing, and then on value change we are just passing on value changed. So the label is nothing but what it is displaying inside the text field, that is cost of service. And modify is the for the decoration will be having a full width, and then single line we can just enter a number in the single line. And keyboard options, as it is only the numbers, we can set our keyboard as only the numbers instead of digits. You can observe that when I click on the field, we are getting only the digits, not the alphabets. So this is about the text field. And then after placing the text field, we are placing another text which displays our result. So inside the result, we are storing our tip amount. These strings are nothing but we'll be having some inside the resource folders. We'll be having some strings which are pre-declared. We can declare our strings instead of writing multiple times. So I can just declare our string as app name, which is tip calculator, calculate tip, which is a heading here, and this is a tip amount string. So in this we'll be passing two arguments. As you can see, we are passing two arguments, which is string and the tip. The tip will be concatenated here with the percentile s. And this is the cost of service which we are using as a label inside the text form field. So you can write any number of strings here and you can just access in this way, like R is the resources and S is the string, and the value of that string will be here. The label you given to that string is this one. So once you kept the text inside that, we'll be displaying our result. And this font size and font weight, you can keep anything. So this is all about the tip calculator app, which is a basic app and calculates our tip based on our user input. So this is all about tip calculator app. So I hope you guys understood everything about this dice roller app and the tip calculator app. I want you all to try any one of the app by the end of the sessions. So that's it for today, guys. So you can just refer with the unit 2 of your content which we have provided to you in the day 1 session. So in the unit 2, you will be having the concepts of what we have discussed today about if-else statements and the when statement. And you can refer for the dice roller app and the tip calculator app. And you can refer for other concepts of unit 2. And once you complete the pathways, you can earn the badges which will be added to your Google Developer profile. So I want you all to go throughout those pathways and the units given to you. So that's it from my side. If you have any doubts, you can just ask me.
Pranita, I think I'll take over and just tell them about the Android course.
Okay.
I'll just share the screen. So guys, this is the course that we were talking about. This is on the Android developers page. I'll just share the link here. So this is bit.ly/app-dev-compose. So this is a course by Google themselves, and this is how the website looks like. It's a free course which was just made available a few weeks ago. So this teaches you about the Android basics with Compose, and there are currently 4 units available right now. And out of this, Pranitha has now explained 2 units of these. And as you can see here, for every unit, you can earn these badges. These badges are something which adds on to your Google profile, and you can show them on LinkedIn, and you can also include them in your resume, and it adds a lot of value. So on day one, Pranitha covered unit one of this course. And if you have completed that course, you will be earning these 3 badges. Moving on to unit two, which was discussed today about the tip calculator app and also the dice roller. It is all covered in unit two, where the fundamentals of Kotlin and everything is covered. So if you complete this unit as well, you will be earning 3 more badges as part of this session. So we'll be giving 1 week of time for that so that you can just catch up with the course which is available on this Android website. And then on day three and day four, we will be covering this unit three and unit four. So I'll just be sharing what we will be doing on the next day. Yeah, so this is the details about our next event. It will be on the 26th of September at the same time, which is 7:30 p.m. And we have given about 5 days of time so that you can catch up with the course on Google Android's website. The link is here. I'll just pin it in case you're not able to find it. It is bit.ly/appdev-compose. So you can go there. It's a free course. And then on day three, what we will be doing is that we'll be discussing about what are collections in Kotlin, and then how do you define scrollable list, which is also a part of the syntax in Kotlin. And then you have seen only static apps until day one and day two. If you would like to see more animations and more dynamic stuff in the app, that we will be discussing on day three. So, we will be sharing the event link soon on all our social media platforms as well. So, I think that's about it for today's session. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you will be completing the course which is on Google's website. And please keep us updated if there is any doubts. You can please ask on our WhatsApp community, and Pranitha and our tech team will be happy to help you. Yeah, I guess that's it for now, guys. Thank you very much. This meeting is now closed, and you can leave the session now. Thank you.